Yo guys, what is going on? RealSykes here on another phenomenal day, guys, and how are you freaking doing? Boys and girls, girls and boys, welcome to today's setup video. And I know we've done a few of these in the past, but trust me guys, in today's video, I will be showing you one of my new favorite classes. This is by far one of the greatest setups that I've done thus far. This is exactly like the M8A1 from BO2. So that's it guys, without further ado, let's dive into today's AW video. Alrighty dudes, welcome back. So what you're going to begin by doing is going to the create a class menu and find a setup that you aren't using. For me, we're using custom setup 3. Now for the primary weapon, we're going to be using an IMR. Now as you guys can see right here, it's a 4-round burst, similar to the M8A1. It prints rounds to ammo reserve, and it's the best in class damage. If you guys scroll through any of the other weapons, it has the highest damage rate of any weapon, and the fire rate is almost on par with every single assault rifle. As you guys can see right there, it's a 9, and I also have another weapon that I just unlocked called the IMR Feedback, and it has 11 fire rate, which compared to the other assault rifles, apart from the BAL, it's the fastest assault rifle in terms of shooting and damage. So if you guys are looking for the best assault rifle, this is the one to use. It has the highest damage, and if you guys get a special in-game supply drop that increases the accuracy, fire rate, all that good stuff, it's pretty much the best assault rifle compared to any other weapon. So that said, for the primary attachment, we're going to be using a foregrip. The foregrip is used for vertical foregrip, which reduces the recoil. For the second attachment, we're going to be using a red dot sight. If you guys don't know what a red dot sight is, you're crazy. I use a red dot sight. It's the first attachment you unlock. I really don't like any of the other sights, but hey, if you guys like it, go for it. You guys can also press Y on them, and you guys can also change the reticles. You guys can make it a triangle, horizontal, dashes, and circles. I use circles. It works best for me, but hey, to each their own. And then for the third attachment, we're going to be using a stock. If you guys don't know what a stock is, it makes you move faster when aiming down the sights. If you guys don't use a stock, you're 75% slower than those who do, so make sure you guys use a stock. For the secondary, we're going to be using a knife because, let's be honest, I mean, I very seldom would ever use a secondary. I've had secondaries equipped in the past, but I never used them ever, especially in Advanced Warfare with the fast-paced game mode. I'm never going to end up using it. For the wildcard 1, we're going to be using the Greed 1, or Perk 1 Greed. It allows you guys to take 2 perks for the Perk 1 slot. For Wildcard 2, we're going to be using Primary Gunfighter, which allows you guys to take a 3rd primary attachment. And then for Perk 1, we're going to be using Lightweight, which allows you guys to move just a tad bit faster than those who don't. And then for the secondary Perk 1, we're going to be using Low Profile, which makes you guys invisible to UAVs, tracking rounds, and exopings. Although, if you guys don't really care about being invisible to UAVs, tracking rounds, and exopings, I strongly recommend using Flak Jacket. I get so many sticky situations where I'm getting hit by freaking frag grenades and Semtexes and all that good stuff. So Flak Jacket or Low Profile. In my case, I play Kill Confirmed. UAVs are everywhere, so I'm using Low Profile. And then for Perk 2, we're going to be using Blind Eye, which makes you guys undetectable by tracking drones, explosive drones, and all score streaks except the UAV. Now if you guys look at that, it says except the UAV. That's why we have Low Profile. And then with Blind Eye, we're pretty much theoretically invisible to everybody except the human eye. And then for Perk 3, we're going to be using Toughness, which makes you guys flinch less when shot. Although if you guys use Blast Suppressor, it makes you guys invisible on the minimap when performing exo moves. Although here recently, I haven't really been strafing or jumping or anything of that nature, so I strongly recommend using Toughness. That way when you guys are in gunfights, you guys aren't going to be flinching everywhere. And then for the score streaks, you guys can use a UAV, Remote Turret, and Warbird, although that's really optional for you guys to use. But that said guys, that is today's setup. Like I said, this is something I've been using for quite some time. I drop easily 30 or 40, 50 kills a game. It's ridiculous. This is exactly like the M8A1, except it looks a little bit different, although the same attachments apply. But that's it guys, this has been your host RealSykes, and I will talk to you guys later.